Hi, everyone, and welcome to A&B Horror Movies. I'm Aaron,
I'm Ben.
and today we're very happy to be joined by Badger Phipps. Badger, welcome.
Yeah, thank you for
Thanks
coming
for the
on.
invite. I
Oh,
appreciate it,
yes.
guys. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, this
Awesome.
is going to be fun. So, Badger, you are a voice artist, you're a YouTuber, you're on Instagram, you're very active on social media. And I guess as we talk a little bit about our topic today, actually, let me get right to that. We're going to talk about 10 banned films, whether they were banned in the theater or banned by entire countries. This is going to be a fun list to go through. And Badger, we're very excited to chat with you about the banned films that we've picked. So why don't I turn it over to you, Badger? You can pick the first film.
The Human Centipede 2.
That's a good family fare.
Absolutely, absolutely. Fun for the whole family, man.
So where was that banned? Just looking at
It
my
was,
notes.
I don't know if it was banned over here in England, but I don't know if it
Okay,
was banned. I don't know if it was banned anywhere else. I'm not too sure about that.
it was
Australia and
banned in yeah, Australia and New Zealand.
I understand completely.
I have also banned it from my house.
But listen, it's funny because the first one wasn't banned, right?
Mhm.
The second one was, and the third one was not. So what is
Mhm.
it about the second one? Do you guys
The
know
third one.
Oh yeah,
what's
there's
wrong
a
with the
third
third
one.
one? There's a oh yeah, it's a trilogy. I think
Absolutely.
there's a box set, I think.
Yes, there is. I don't own it. I only own the first one. Like you guys, I'm a big fan of physical media, and obviously my collection is pale compared to you guys, but still,
Oh
I've
yes, cool
got
shelves back there.
thank you. Yeah, I've got a couple of hundred, and the Human Centipede one is one of the ones that I own, but I don't own the second one for a reason. Yeah, that it's pretty despicable, if I'm honest with you. It
Yeah.
really is.
Mm, mm.
Um, so the BBFC they did try to edit a lot of the content so that way they could release it. Still didn't help much. It's still bloody disgusting. They still kept the worst stuff in there really. So I don't really think they did a good job at censoring it.
So I've never seen the first one, so which didn't get banned.
Mhm.
What made
Mm.
this one
I
that
don't know.
much worse? Without well, I suppose just go into it. People are here to hear it, so
Uh, okay, am I okay to say why?
Yeah, go for
Okay, well,
it. We could always edit it out. Oh my gosh.
yeah, so the first one, as gross as it was implied violence. All of it was implied.
Okay.
You hardly ever saw any like gore or anything like that. It
yeah.
was mostly implied and very disturbing. I actually do think it's an effective horror film with some class. The main villain was acted to perfection. It was genuinely scary, and it had scenes I had never seen before in anything else. A human centipede, seeing how they're treated and all that was just creepy. And
Yes.
I'm not much of a gorehound myself. So I was quite impressed with how effective it was without all the gore and stuff. The second one has an incredibly interesting plot because it's meta. It states that the first film is only a film, and it's about a
Oh, right.
weird, yeah, it's about a weird crazed fan who watches the Human Centipede and wants to copy it. And he
Oh,
doesn't have any history, like medical history. So when he's trying to
Oh,
do it and he stitches 12 people together, 12
oh my
people,
gosh. Oh my gosh.
what makes it horrible is that he doesn't know what he's doing. So he's just using hammers and nails and staple guns and blah blah blah. It's beyond disgusting because it goes full force. The first one was mostly implied. There's nothing implied here. We
Yeah.
have the crazed fan being a weird sadistic pervert. He masturbates with sandpaper.
right.
Um, uh, he
Oh my
pretty
gosh.
much that's nothing compared to the rest of it. It's all incredibly bloody and gory.
I don't think I've seen
Um,
it.
Good, you're not missing out on anything. Oh, sorry, I just realized my WhatsApp's on. I apologize. I'll turn that off.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
okay.
That's right.
Wow. So 12
Um,
people stitched together, sandpaper, hammer, nails.
Have you not seen it,
uh,
Aaron?
I don't think I have.
You'd
No,
remember if you had. You wouldn't
I'm
say
I
I
very
guess
didn't.
not.
surprised that you haven't seen it. I am very.
Yeah, I guess I haven't. I
Um,
own a copy, so I guess that's what I'll do this afternoon.
yeah, just have a laugh. Good family fun, just chilled
Yeah,
out
I'll
viewing.
order a pizza.
The pretty much obviously we all know that it's famous for having defecating scenes.
Yes, into the mouth of the other person.
Exactly. Well, the whole point of those old school horror films where it's in black and white, but the blood is in color, it's all red.
Yeah.
Yes.
This one, as a joke, it does the opposite. This film's in black and white, and the only thing that's in color is the feces. So at one point, they all get injected with laxative, and they're all just diarrheaing in each other's mouth whilst it's all going everywhere, and it's all brown. It's quite intense, but it is
Oh,
purposely done.
I
It's
don't know about that.
purposely silly. It is on purpose
Yeah.
trying to be silly because the person at the back ends up pooing all over the wall like a machine gun. It's a comedy, and I'm just watching it like this is tasteless. The
Oh
scene
my
that got
gosh.
the reason
Uh,
why it got banned, why it got banned is because of a scene where the bad guy, I can't believe I'm saying this, he puts barbed wire around his genitalia and then grapes the woman at the back. I'll just say grapes because the real word might get you guys banned.
oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
yeah,
Wow. It
sexual.
sounds like a fantastic film.
I don't know why the hell that happened.
I'm
I haven't
joking.
seen that scene. I didn't see, I didn't see that scene myself because I saw the cut version. I don't know why that's in there. It's just disgusting. However, the worst part was kept in there, and it's a scene where a baby dies. One of the women who's gonna get put in the human centipede is pregnant, and
Oh,
she does end up giving birth in a car when she's trying to escape. And the baby's head goes underneath the gas pedal, and when she drives away, she crushes the
oh
baby's
no.
head.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
disgusting. I don't know why that was kept in, and the grape scene was cut out. It's just disgusting, and it's all just full force mental. The third one is gross too, but nowhere near to that extent. The third one's just politically incorrect. It's disgusting, like offensive,
Oh my
but it's
gosh.
nothing like this though.
I'm beginning to rethink our topic for this video.
Mm.
Well,
Maybe we should move on. Let's move on to some other band films.
you've got
Go
an
ahead,
interest.
Ben.
You've got an interesting Sunday, Aaron.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe I'll watch all three. Let's go through. Oh my God, let's move on. Next one from the list that's banned. Todd Browning's Freaks from 1932 because he used real carnival actors. A little tame, compared to today's standards, but it's still it's a film that's worth watching. I watched it a couple weeks ago. I just got a nice new edition of it. I think it holds up pretty well,
Mhm.
and it was banned in the UK and parts of the United States. Freaks.
Why was it banned? Was it just because of how it portrayed disabled people? Wasn't that it?
I think so. Yeah, the way it
Was
because it
it banned?
used real disabled people in the
Obviously,
film
now it's been released again. Was it banned at that time, or was it
at that
banned
time. Yes.
later on? Right.
So at that
Okay.
time in the 30s when it came out,
Yeah,
I
for
guess the audience they weren't ready for that.
about
Okay.
30 years, I think it was banned for, wasn't it? 30 plus years or something like
I
that.
think so. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know
And
of it. I haven't seen it.
Cool.
yep. Okay.
Um.
All right. Cool. Ben, why don't you do the next one?
Yeah, I'm going to go one with off the list that I've seen.
Okay. Perfect.
I'll go with The Exorcist,
Mm.
which is down in my top 3 movies of all time. And going off of what Pat just said about the Human Centipede 2, this is nothing. This is nothing.
It's like a Disney film.
I kind of guess it was only. I guess it was banned. Where was it? It was even in the US, wasn't it? Banned as well.
Mhm.
UK.
And in the UK too. Yeah.
Am I missing it?
And it won the Academy Award for Best Screenplay in spite of
It
being
did.
banned.
Yeah.
Great
It's
film.
a strange one, isn't it? Because I remember reading about this. They were like, went to so many movie studios, and they just kept saying no. Finally, I believe it was Warner Bros. In the end, said yeah. It was the original.
Oh, they distributed it.
Yeah,
right?
they they said yeah, and then when they showed them like the original copy, they were like, "Fucking hell, we done." It's good, isn't it?
Jesus.
Did they edit anything out? I know they took out the spider scene, but I think that's because it didn't really work
think
with the film.
there was like some other tiny bits, but most of it stayed in. It was kind of chopped.
I think the crucifix scene was removed, wasn't it, in the original?
Yeah. And then, well, I think they let it go with that in.
Okay.
Then they done it again, took that out, and then was it in the 90s again that they finally re-released it?
Yeah, they did the full edit in the 90s, right?
I
That's
remember
where she runs down the stairs like a spider. I know they added that in.
So I always remember everyone was like, "Oh, this film." I was like, "I can't watch it," but you couldn't see it because it was banned. And my mate had like an old VHS copy. It was obviously like a pirated one, and I remember watching that. I was only young. Still, I think I was like just started secondary school, and I was like and it actually scared me because I remember thinking to myself, I could be possessed at any time, and I was like, I'm only young. The crucifix that didn't bother me. I was just more like, oh, possessed. But yeah, it was
Still could happen.
It. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah. See, you're gonna have a good Sunday too.
Aaron, Aaron's enjoying this because he knows I've got some funny old stuff going on in my house, and he's played off that.
Your house is haunted. We've talked about doing a video where we do like a ghost watch of your house.
That could be interesting.
Future episode, yes.
It could
Let's
be
see,
like
Badger.
those found footage horror films, you know what I mean? He goes around and just shooting it like
yeah.
It'd be a waste of
grave
time.
encounters.
It'd just be me jumping, a lot of swearing, maybe a bit of crying at the end.
If you survive.
Yeah, and of course, yes, if you survive, and then me being left saying, "Ben, are you still there? Can you hear me?" All right, let's see, Badger. Do you want to pick another one from the list? I think it's back over to you, right?
No, because I'm gonna look evil if I do.
Oh, come on! I can't wait to see what you pick.
Jesus Christ! I guess I'm actually gonna up the ante now. I can't believe I'm saying this.
Yeah.
A Serbian film.
So I'm glad to know this. I've not seen this.
That's a tough one.
I've not seen this, so I want to kind of hear about what it is.
No, you don't.
It's very dark.
I haven't seen it myself, but I know it incredibly well because I've studied the hell out of it.
Okay.
But yeah, I would pick Human Centipede 2 over this any day. I refuse to watch a Serbian film. Yeah, I refuse to watch a Serbian film. I just refuse. I don't want to. Well, I'm not gonna get into the full plot. Let's just say that it's about a man who signs up to do one last porn film before he retires.
Okay.
But then he gets drugged and is involved in a nasty pedophilic drug ring with necrophiliac and children and stuff.
No way.
And get ready for something that you never thought you'd ever hear in your life. Newborn porn.
Right.
Oh, it's so awful. Yeah.
So, when did this come out? Sorry.
2009, 10, something like that, around that time.
Really?
Around that time, yep.
Now, I was surprised.
Banned in many countries.
I am surprised with this that somebody had the cojones to make this, and
exactly.
So what I'd like to know, see, because this is brilliant, because this is kind of things that I'd making this film, writing this film, directing this film. What is the point if you understand what I'm saying. What is because you can't tell me that I wouldn't know, and one person, and Badger's not even seen the film. You've not said a great deal, Aaron. So you can't tell me that it's enjoyable. I know that I wouldn't enjoy watching that. So it's
No. I don't know what the
Yeah.
point is. I'm assuming there are. I think if I remember correctly, there are truck tons of like political themes, stuff like Sallow. You know, what I mean, like it has all sorts of themes about hierarchy, blah blah blah, loads of political themes. But I don't give a damn how much artistic merit there is. You're not paying me enough money to watch that. There's all sorts of stuff in there, dead bodies, children in there, all sorts of weird, creepy gore. It's just disgusting. There's a woman who gets tied down and she gets her teeth removed. And then a man puts his very, very large penis in her mouth, pinches her nose, and suffocates her and kills her. And I just don't. How do you think of things like that? Newborn porn, like how? Do you know what I mean? Like you need to stop being alone by yourself when you're writing films. You need to just calm down, get out, get some sunshine. The world's pretty beautiful.
making films, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I refuse to watch it. I refuse to. I respect the balls, but that ain't saying much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anyone's watching, if you've seen this, write in the comments and let us know what you think, because we'd like to know.
What's your favorite part of the movie?
That is so extreme. That has surprised me, actually. That
Yeah.
wow.
10 banned movies for a good reason in many cases, as we are
I'd say that
uncovering
would be
here.
the top so far.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think anything else on the list beats this at all. I don't think, and I refuse to watch it. I wouldn't watch that for an untold amount of money. I just don't need it in my head. I don't need it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that would be something
All right,
that
well, I'm going to switch the tone a little bit and go with Evil Dead next.
Thank you.
Because that's like, oh my God, it seems like a G movie compared to what we've just been talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Evil Dead, fantastic movie. Banned in several countries. It's kind of interesting. The Ukraine, Finland, and Singapore. I guess they were afraid of demons and possession.
I'm actually surprised that this did get banned, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Because, I know there's like
the tree scene.
Exactly, that's the scene.
Yeah,
that's
the tree scene. Yeah,
I'm surprised that they just didn't, because it's literally like seconds. So you could have actually taken that bit out and still know what happened. And
good point.
He does chop her head off with a shovel, which is nothing that you've not seen in a film before that.
True.
And I also, if you watch most Evil Deads, the blood in 3/4 of the films isn't actually red; it's like black. So it's not
like a tar.
Yeah. So I always did sort of question why this one was, but then again, the scene with the tree.
And yes, a very inappropriate scene with the tree and a young woman.
No, I've never liked that scene. Like, I mean, obviously, like, who enjoys it? But you know what I mean. I never understood why it was like. I never understood fully why they had to put that in there. I was like, really, that is so unnecessary.
Yes.
They even put it in the remake, didn't they?
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
In a more brutal way, the remake.
Absolutely.
In the first one, you don't really see that much. I mean, not that you want to.
If you're going to give like a nod to a film, I could have chosen a better.
Exactly.
nod.
So let's break this down. You refuse to have a scene where someone cuts off their own hand and replaces it with a chainsaw, but you choose to reference a rape scene with a tree.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, you need help, buddy. But yeah, I'm an avid fan of the Evil Dead franchise. I think it's easily, in my personal opinion, it just might be the most consistent horror franchise ever, because pretty much every single entry that we've had is bloody solid. You know what I mean? Like, I think the remake was really damn good. The recent one, Evil Dead Rise, I really enjoyed. Yeah, really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
and of course, different, exactly. And the original trilogy, badass. I even enjoy plenty of the video games. And yeah, Ash versus Evil Dead, fantastic show, fantastic show.
Yeah, I always
Um,
say to Aaron about that. I always said the new
I still haven't watched the show.
latest Evil
oh,
Dead. You're saying about video games. I always said the latest Evil Dead kind of reminds me of the Evil Within, the game. And I said that was what I always say to Aaron, you should play that game. It's amazing. It's so,
Okay,
but
I
yeah, the
will.
series is.
nice. I haven't played that recent video game, but I did play the older ones, and I always enjoyed them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I need to get on that new one. It looks great.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah,
Cool.
I'm a fan, and I just find it strange that something that disgusting ended up in the original. I don't see the point in it.
Yeah. Agreed.
Oh well.
I mean, you've
Oh,
got to
well.
give it credit for basically the second movie was kind of a remake, changed, but yeah, changed the narrative so much. It was still
More-
just as enjoyable as the original.
Yeah.
You always
Absolutely.
do,
It's more
before you even
comedic.
you're kind of like, what is he going back to the cabin for? But
Until you find out it's a remake.
Yeah. What did he called it? A prequel? No, what did he?
Requel.
Requel. That's it. Yes. That's what he referred to it as. All right, Ben. Over to you. What's next? What are you going to choose from the list?
we'll go with. I'm going to sicken things a bit.
Oh,
I'm going to go Cannibal Holocaust.
I really like that movie. I like it. Oh, I like that film. Found footage before found footage was.
It
was
was,
a thing.
wasn't it? It was kind of found footage mixed with the normal. But was this not more banned because of like the cruelty to animals in it? Is that right?
Both. It was both. It was both.
Yeah.
Cruelty to animals and the fact that the realism looked so real that they actually thought it was a real life snuff film, and the director got arrested. Got arrested for it.
He actually was put in jail for a time. So if you haven't seen it, that speaks to how real it feels. But sadly, they did kill a few animals for the film.
But I do own a copy, and it's still in the cellar. Now, I only bought the copy because it sort of goes with the collection of whatever films it is. But yeah, it's not one that I go bored. I'll go back to because it is quite.
It's not really a comfort film.
I haven't. I have not seen it. But I know a lot about it after doing loads of studying, and I refuse to. I'm sure the film is good because considering how effective it is and how popular it is, obviously it's done what it wanted to do well. But I'm saying it now, gentlemen. I'm an avid fan of animals, and if I was there like on the set, I'd get a criminal record for what I do to those guys for what they're doing. I'm sorry.
It's brutal.
Yeah. It's cruel.
Yeah, I didn't get that myself. Because there was another. What was the other film? Cruel Jaws with, was it Burt Reynolds or somebody? There was another one, and the killings of the sharks in that, I believe, got the director in a lot of trouble because they was actually big sharks. Yeah, and it was. Do you know what I mean? The proof you don't need.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Didn't Cannibal Holocaust? Isn't that one of the films that brought about protection for animals in films?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think.
But like you said, with the animals, and there is some other scenes in there that is quite. I don't know what, it just kind of feels quite a horrible, dirty film. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, it does.
The realism kind of really delivers like a dirty, horrible film. And I don't know. Have you seen The Green Inferno though?
Yes,
I did. Yep.
That is I don't know. It's not as bad, is it? It's bad, but it doesn't go. Yeah, it doesn't push. Maybe you got told not to go that far, but yeah,
it doesn't feel as
silly aspect. Yeah, it doesn't feel as real. It's kind of comedic, goofy because there's like the whole marijuana element, and the cannibals get stoned, and then they get the munchies, and they want to eat
diarrhea
people.
scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just sort of shock value, and I don't know.
Eli Roth, though.
I can't say I loved it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Eli Roth. Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
Thanksgiving was a win for him. It's good to see a good movie.
I enjoyed that. Yeah, I must admit, I did enjoy that. There was a scene in that, the trailer. Do you remember the trailer for Grindhouse? Because you had the little trailers in between.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was on there where she she does the splits on the trampoline and you see the knife poke up. I don't think that was on the film though, was it?
No.
No, I don't think it was.
Yeah, I remember thinking to myself, I wonder if they put that in.
No, I didn't end up doing it.
We missed. Yeah, I guess we missed out on that.
My heart bleeds.
I think, Badger, I think it's over to you. I believe I'm correct.
Sure. Yeah, sure. The next one that I'm picking is Last House on the Left.
I've not seen this.
Wes Craven's first film, another family fun movie.
The thing is, as sarcastic as you may be, I don't think it's too far from the truth. I'm being serious. So this film is absolutely disgusting. Obviously, it's dated now. It's nowhere near as grim as it used to be.
Yep.
But when I saw it with my friends, like about 13, 15, something like that, years ago, we were blown away by what we were watching. We were so discombobulated, it made no sense because it's obviously grim and grotesque. It's, rape scenes, murder scenes, all of it's nasty. But then you get these weird scenes in between, which are purposely comedic, childish, and overly goofy with silly music playing. Like, really dumb. There's like this weird scene where a police officer is trying to get somewhere and tries to sit on top of someone's truck or something like that. And so like, okay, get driving. I need to go down there. Get driving. I'm just going to sit up here. And then when the truck starts, he falls off. And it has this really silly, like cartoony, childish music. It literally functions like something you'd see on the Teletubbies or something. It's like, what is this? It is so outstandingly out of place. It makes no sense. And apparently, Wes Craven put it in there to be light and let the audience decompress from the horror. And I'm like, well, dude, I get why you want to do that, but you can just decompress by removing scenes of violence, like having scenes without violence. You don't need to be this silly and comedic. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Me and my friends kept looking at each other like, was this film made by two different people and they just cut it together or something? I don't know. You won't find anything like this.
Tonally, it's all over the place. Yeah.
Beyond over the place. It is insane. You won't find anything like that in the remake. But even though the remake is obviously nowhere near as iconic, as the first film, of course, in my personal opinion, it is a better film now. It's obviously aged better. It's a more modern film, and it doesn't have any of those dated features. I do think it's quite an effective film, the remake. I do like it.
Agreed. Yeah, I'm a fan too. I just watched it last night.
I think maybe I'll watch the remake then, and then.
Yeah, try the remake. It's good.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, there's some dark moments, but it's very well done.
Aaron Paul's in it. He's got a damn good performance in there. And also Spencer Trey Clark from Unbreakable, the boy from Unbreakable, he's in there as well. Great stuff.
Oh, yes, you're right. Yeah, great cast. Familiar faces. Yeah, give it a watch, Ben. I think you'll like it.
I think I will.
It's dark, so I'll make sure there's no little ones around.
Absolutely.
Let's see, back to me. Which one haven't we done yet? I'm gonna go with another classic, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes.
Amazing film. What I love about it is that you don't see any blood, but you think you do.
Yeah.
I mean, then the remake completely flipped that.
The great thing is, though, with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it kind of grew around myth because everybody's like, being chopped off, there's all this blood, which when you're younger, you're like, wow, I want to watch this. Which when I watched it, I was like, there's not actually, there's like
There's not
But
much.
the myth of it all, and then
Mhm.
you used to get people going, "Wow, no! If you got to watch the original cut, which was that was so, yeah, it's
Yeah. I've got to read this list though. This is pretty funny. These are all the countries it was banned in: the UK, Australia, Sweden, West Germany, Brazil, Finland, Chile, France, Iceland, Ireland, and Norway. Banned the Texas
Holy
Chainsaw
moly.
Massacre.
Conquered.
Wow.
Conquered. Toby Hooper, you conquered the world, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yes, yes. Great film. We could probably talk about that for hours, but
absolutely. I'll just say it real quick then. The 4K Blu-ray shocked me, because not only does it look
yes. Oh my
it
God,
not
it's
only
so good.
it looks fantastic, obviously, but what blew me away, I really couldn't comprehend it. The famous chase scene, which was shot entirely like in the dark. Obviously, earlier versions you could barely see what happened. Obviously,
Can't see. Yeah.
low quality, of course, and it's shot in the dark and it's all grainy. You can't see much. All you can see is Leatherface's chainsaw. But then I watched it on 4K Blu-ray. I watched it on my beautiful 75-inch TV up there. Hell yeah.
Fantastic. I'm
How's
on
that
my
one?
way. High five. I don't know. You do like the thumbs up. Sometimes.
Cheers. Yeah, I watched
There
it
we
on
go.
that.
Look.
Yeah.
Fireworks.
Love it. Yeah, I watched it on there and I couldn't believe it. I could actually see the chase scene. I was like, oh my God, the amount of work they put into this disc right here.
Yeah.
Holy hell, it just looked
Fantastic.
incredible.
Yeah.
I could see everything.
I think I'm gonna have to get a copy on 4K now because
Oh, you must.
Mhm.
so I can.
It's I was kind of on the fence at first because Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you think of like the grainy, nostalgic quality of it.
Mhm.
So I wasn't sure, but when I was blown away, it was like watching it again for the first time.
It's
And
Perfect
I
4K.
Yeah,
I didn't
and
even know.
it's
Sorry.
sorry, go on.
I was just gonna quickly say I didn't know how good it looked. I didn't look up any of the reviews. I just bought it on a whim, checked it out. Couldn't believe it. I was like, Jesus Christ, because I always found the film scary. It felt scarier. I could actually
Yeah.
see what the fuck was going on. I was like,
You could, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
amazing.
I'd
And
say that is
Humongous would be another film. I would love to get like a 4K of Humongous because there's a lot of dark scenes in that, and you can't really see what's happening.
Oh yeah, you said to me about this film before. Never. But
Absolutely.
the thing I think I do love the most about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is that iconic scene from behind her when she's walking up to the house with the swing going, and I
Yes.
don't know why it just looks amazing. I'm gonna get the 4K, but you cannot beat that shot with the graininess on it. It just looks
when she walks up to the house.
Yeah.
And I
Iconic.
love it that Eli Roth did that in Cabin Fever. He did like a
Yes, he
nod
did.
to the Texas
Yeah.
Chainsaw Massacre when she's
And-
walking up to the house. Yeah.
also used in X. Was it X the film? Was it called
Haven't
X?
seen that yet. I haven't seen that one.
Oh
Pearl and
yeah.
X.
X,
Yeah.
Pearl and X. Yeah. No, absolutely.
I haven't
That
seen
is-
those films.
That
Haven't
is a
seen
really
them.
good film, actually.
I believe it. I will watch it.
Yeah, it's well worth.
I can't think what's the name of the actress in the scene Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because I got her autograph about a year ago.
Yeah, that was a cool picture. It's
I
that
can't-
actual-
It's her walking up,
Yeah.
and then I got a picture of her getting put on the meat hook. She signed that too.
Man, what a
I just
thing
can't
to
think of her
sign.
name. Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, of course.
Uh,
Yeah, those
I-
those scenes as well where the camera the horrifying dinner scene, where the camera zooms in on the eyeballs and all
Yeah.
that. You've never seen eyeball veins like look this gross and up close.
yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
wow.
it's just intense. I really was surprised. I don't really know how it's even possible to get an old grainy ass film like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and make it look that clear.
And make it look that
Confused
good.
me.
Yes.
Yeah, it was an incredible achievement and a big win for physical media because
For sure.
streaming that just wouldn't look as good. Discs all the way, man. Discs all the way.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Absolutely. Terry McMinn. I looked up her name.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Yep.
All right, Ben, over to you. We've got a few more, I think. We're almost done.
Have we got a few more?
This has been fun, though.
This one, because I absolutely love these films. I'm a massive fan. I'm going to go Frankenstein, 1931. I'm a massive Universal horrors, the classic monsters.
Nice.
Read the countries that it banned in, which I thought.
Yeah,
was
I'm
kinda
just
funny.
looking. What we got? Did you put them on?
From
Oh,
the
right.
Reddit. You got it.
Ireland, Sweden, Italy. Where else we got?
Czechoslovakia.
Czech, yeah. Is that Quebec?
Yeah, the Canadian province of Quebec. That's so funny.
Holy moly.
The French Canadians couldn't handle Frankenstein, 1931.
I'm trying to think what was so bad about it. I suppose you did throw that little girl into the river.
I guess. It says audiences were shocked by a story that involves grave robbing and reanimated corpses.
Absolutely. Back then, they just couldn't cope with it. Different days.
Different days, I'm sure.
Yeah. I suppose so, yeah. If you look at what we've got now.
Of course. The world's become a lot more desensitized now, but back then, of course, they went to movies mainly to escape like pain or whatever. Now you've got stuff like grave robbery and all that.
Making
yeah.
Absolutely.
But still a classic. I will definitely say.
We to this day we owe so much to those films. Absolutely.
And they just put out 4K editions of a lot of them. I got Frankenstein recently, as well as I don't know if the Freaks edition I got is 4K or not.
I've got it's 100-inch projector screen in where I'm filming now. It's like my man cave, and I've nearly watched every single one of those old classic Universal monsters on there, and
that's cool.
Fantastic.
Nice, man.
Awesome.
That's awesome. I believe it. Speaking of old films or whatever, I need to get King Kong, the original, on 4K. I love that film.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah, just to see the old stuff, brought to life on 4K and stuff, such a cool thing to see, and I really do want to get that. King Kong's gonna look nice on that TV up there. Yes.
Oh, I bet. Let's see. We've got two more. Badger, do you want to pick one of the last two? I think two more.
Do we have two more? The only one I've got on here is I Spit on Your Grave. Oh wait, no, and we got Maniac. Sorry. I apologize.
So
sorry.
Go for it.
Well, I guess I Spit on Your Grave is the next one. I haven't seen this, nor have I seen the remake. I heard
I
good
have
things.
seen it.
I've seen them, yeah.
I know a lot about it, and I was like, Jesus, crikey. Talk about pushing the envelope.
Yes.
Take it away, then, Ben, man.
I was just going to say, the first time I watched this film, I borrowed it off of a friend. I watched it with a girlfriend.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, that's not something. No, you don't want to watch that with a girlfriend.
And at the end, she went, "Well, I'm glad she got her revenge." And I was like, "I kind of want to go home." I couldn't believe. I was like, "It's a great film." I was like, "Oh, it's a good horror film." Oh, all right then.
I mean, that's the redeeming quality, right? Is that she gets her revenge.
It is, but again, not a film I would revisit.
No.
And I just don't understand why you make films on this. I know you've got the revenge thing, but it could have happened, and you built the film up another way where this was. I think there was 2 or 3 times like the scenes in it, and I was like,
"Oh, really?"
It goes on a bit long.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay, damn. That's horrible. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
What about the remake? Is it the same with the remake?
Oh, I turned it off. I didn't really. Aaron would be best.
I think I watched it all. Yeah, I'm the expert on this. Thanks, Ben. It was. I remember it not being as dark as the original. You don't see as much, but it's the same idea, right? I mean, they attack this woman, and then she ultimately kills them all and gets her revenge.
They must have done well because they did sequels to the remake. Apparently, haven't seen any of them though.
Oh my god, I have a box set. I should have gotten. I have a Spit on Your Grave box set right over there.
You
There are 5 of them.
bastards.
There are 5 of them.
Aaron's
I guess I'll go watch them all.
What was it you could have watched? The Human Centipede 2 and the I spit on your grave box set.
Yeah, I've got the Human Centipede trilogy and all 5. I spit on your grave.
I didn't know there was 5 of them. Holy moly, 5 of those films, Jesus.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, it looks like 5 movies. I think there are 5. I think they're pretty bad, some of them.
Okay. I'm not surprised.
Why don't we?
I'm not surprised that I don't imagine that holding up strong
I
quality.
know Aaron likes box sets, and he said before, and I was in HMV, and I was like taking a picture of the box sent to him.
Oh yes. I didn't even know there was a I Spit on Your Grave box set. I owe it all to you.
It was like that, and then loads of this sadistic film, and then above was a row of like, well, I can't believe the shop actually done it. A row of these films where they were like the naked scenes on some of the covers. So I didn't want to look like I was stood there taking a picture of all these like covers. So I was trying to get a picture of the case for Aaron.
Absolutely.
And you was like, oh yeah, if you could, but I think you had like a better edition in the US.
No, I found it on Amazon for like $40, $40. I'll grab it in a second. Do you want me to grab it? I'll be right back.
Go for it. I'm intrigued.
It's a nice set.
I'm intrigued. Jesus Christ, okay, it's a big one. They're passionate about that.
Isn't that cool? I didn't know how to open it.
So it
really is like a box. Yeah, there are 5 movies.
So is there a sequel to the original I don't know about, or are there 3 sequels to the remake?
Is it? Yeah, I was going to say, is it a remake and then the sequels are?
There's okay. Well, let's see. Okay, so here's the original, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got the remake. And then I Spit on Your Grave 2.
Mm-hmm. Sequels to the remake.
Sequel to the remake. I Spit on Your Grave 3.
Mm-hmm.
I've not seen these. And then I Spit on Your Grave Deja Vu.
I'd never heard of that one. Okay, so I guess they're all sequels to the remake. Okay, fair.
Looks really bad. But if anyone has seen them all and you're watching, you're still with us, let us know. All right, let's round it out. I think it's back to me. Maniac, 1980. Amazing film. It was banned in the UK for 20 years. But finally, after 20 years, you both got to see it.
You kind of get a band here.
Yeah, they banned the British Board of Film Classification banned it for over 20 years. And they didn't classify it until 2002. And they cut 58 seconds from the film.
I'm starting to look at now, as the UK, are we snowflakes or are we just not sick?
I think it's a bit of both.
Yeah, everything gets banned.
I mean, no, because the Human Centipede 2 proves that we're not snowflakes, because they cut out some nasty stuff but still kept the worst stuff in. So if anything, I think us UK fools are just stupid. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it boils down to.
Okay with that.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm allowed to comment, so. All right, cool. Well, this has been a blast. So 10 or 11 banned films.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched any of them, maybe keep it that way. But if you're interested,
and I'm not calling people around sick, by the way, as Aaron's just said, I'm not calling people sick. I'm just saying.
Oh, I am. I don't give a damn. Come at me. Come at me. I'm way too extroverted to care.
Yes.
I'm way too extroverted.
I'd say with Human Centipede 2 and what was the other one? The Sick.
A Serbian film.
Oh, a Serbian
I'd say
film,
be pretty
skip those.
like that.
Absolutely, yeah, the worst ones, and I had the burden of explaining them. Holy moly!
Well, that's I mean, that's the thing, though. If you're gonna do a banned movie list, you've got to have those films on. So it's not easy to always talk about them.
Isn't Sallow on the banned list? Like,
it is, banned? But I was trying to keep it limited to like horror.
Makes complete sense.
And
yeah.
Is it Salo? I don't know how to say it.
I don't know.
That's not really a horror movie. It's just kind of
it's not
weird. There's some horrific things, but yeah.
I refuse to watch that as well. I refuse to watch it. Yeah, of course not me neither.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. This has been a blast. Badger, how can folks find you on YouTube and social media?
I'll just type in Badger Phipps, last name spelled Phipps. Go on there. And yeah, I've got all sorts of content. I mainly review movies on YouTube, sometimes video games. I also occasionally post about my voice acting as well, which is my main gig. And yeah, you can just find me on Instagram at the same place, usually sharing physical media and various projects. So yeah.
Very cool. That's how we found you. Thank you so much for doing this collab video with us.
Hey,
Ben,
thanks
do you
for
want
the
to?
invite.
It's been
Yep.
awesome.
Just a big thanks to Badger again. You definitely got to come back on again.
I'd love to.
Last.
And we'll pick a lighter topic next time.
Yeah. One we can enjoy a bit more. Yeah.
Please do. Yeah, please
cheers
do.
for watching. Go to Instagram, follow us over there at A&B Horror Movies. Thank you for already follow us on YouTube. If you find this channel, hit the like and subscribe. Go to Badgers, find him on there. Also on Instagram, and thank you for watching.
Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Hi, everyone.